Loving loved ones when their lovability looks and feels different. I call this love in transition. One of the most challenging of all life situations is to understand, support, and love a family member who has, so to speak, lost their mind due to compromised brain functioning. This could be as a result of dementia, aging, Alzheimer's, acquired brain injury, stroke, mental health disorder, addiction. Many, many aspects of life, our family and loved ones can result here. I came out of my bedroom in the middle of the night to find my mother-in-law curled up in the fetal position on our kitchen floor. She was dressed in her winter coat, clutching her purse. This 92-year-old pioneer woman, mother of 7 daughters, was once a most compassionate, intelligent, hard-working nurse, farm wife, and devoted mother. She now lived in this special world we call dementia. My mind started to race to figure out what to do. In an instant, I caught myself being here and immediately knew that this moment did not need me to do anything. So I lay down beside her on the floor and gently said, "Hi, Laura, how are you?" She replied, "I'm late." I said, "Oh dear, tell me more." She replied, "I need to go home to help milk the cows." I said, "I can see why you're dressed and ready to leave then." And then reassured her that Cal, her husband, would take care of the milking today that had stopped over 20 years ago. We talked about life on the farm. She told me a couple of stories that I had heard many times before. I listened as intently as if these stories were extremely important, because they were, and this was the first time that I had ever heard them. This kind of listening is like when we listen to our favorite music. That is, we're delighted to hear the same song over and over and over, right? With that comfort, she agreed to go back to bed and get some sleep so she could be ready to prepare the meal and take the baked pies that she had made on her wood stove to the 10 men who, in her world, would be coming, as they always had, for harvesting the next day. Some months later in our home, we held her hand and mindfully helped her take her last breath on her way home. At these times in relationships, the universe truly attempts to grow us to possibly our fullest potential, to consciously and unconditionally love. This loving is far beyond ego attachments, emotional security, and partial truths about loving. There is just no way to prepare oneself to be thrown into the deep end of this deepest of life's lakes. Well, we feel that the tools that we've been offering here are the best prerequisites, preparation for us to walk this journey. This application with our loved ones presents a most formidable challenge to manifest authentic love. So then, our catch, calm, clarify, and conscious connecting self-management model will be essential to adjust to these new modified elements of our relationship, including right speech, remember, useful, truthful, kind, and timely.